Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brandy, and guess what we finna do today? We finna go book shopping. Yep, we finna go book shopping. Let me get my book bag. So I got this cute I Love book tote. My manager bought this for me when he bought this? He bought this for my birthday, because he also bought me a book for my birthday. So I guess they was selling these at like the register at Barnes & Noble. So it is a Barnes & Noble book bag. But I just got done reading. It's Saturday and I've been reading pretty much all morning. I woke up at, what time did I wake up this morning? 6:37. I woke up at 7. I had a little slow Saturday. Cooked me some breakfast, made me some coffee, picked up my Kindle, and finished up reading I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCarty. Stay tuned for, well, by the time y'all see this, no, stay tuned for the book review. The book review should be posting after this video right here. So yeah, so I just recorded my book review for that book. I will be dressed the same because I ain't got time to be changing my clothes and whatnot. So that will be the next upload after this, so make sure y'all tune in. So I'm about to clean up my space. I've been like knee deep into my space today because I did some stuff for YouTube, because today is Saturday, so y'all know I do uploads on Sunday. So I'm uploading my first book review tomorrow. By the time this comes out, y'all be seen it already, but I'm uploading my first book review tomorrow on the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I'm so excited about that. So I've just been doing finishing touches on that, downloading and uploading another video that I have dropping as well. So I really just been deep into my space today, just doing stuff, jotting down my reading notes as I'm reading and things like that. So I really had enough time to sit down and finish out that book, because I'm currently reading 2 books. I was reading that one, and then I'm reading Block Shop by Ryan Kennedy. So I do want to get that one finished up too. But today I've been waiting on my husband to get home from work, because I wanted to go bookstore shopping before it gets dark outside, and it's 4 o'clock right now, so I really need to head out. But we are going to the Goodwill bookstore. Y'all, I didn't know the Goodwill had a bookstore. So backstory, I've been looking for a part-time job, just looking for a part-time job to make extra funds, extra coins, because who don't need it, right? And I come across the application for the Goodwill. So I apply, and then the first interviews just didn't work right. So they just been calling me back for different positions or whatever. So then the last time they called me back for the Goodwill. And then the young lady was like, yeah, this is the Goodwill bookstore. And I'm like, what? Goodwill bookstore? Like none of them are books? Okay, yeah. I ended up not taking a job, or they ended up not hiring me, because I'm just well into my professional career where I don't take crap. And the manager who was interviewing me was late. And yeah, I gave her a piece of mind for being late. But anyway, this store is brand new. It's about 15-20 minutes from me. So we're about to go check it out, and I'm taking my book bag with me so that I can see what I can find. I've been looking for a bookstore, whether it's secondhand bookstore or whatever, where I can fill up a bag with books for little to nothing, right? Because when we used to live in our apartment, we used to live by this bookstore, and I beat myself up. The bookstore closed like maybe 2 years ago. And I beat myself up all the time because I slept on that bookstore. I never walked in there. Never. And then I kept saying, I'm gonna go. When they put that they were closing, I'm like, I'm gonna go, because I know they're selling books for like dirt cheap. Never went in there. And I beat myself up for it all the time. So I've just been looking for bookstores locally, because really I purchase my books either online, like on Amazon, go to Barnes & Noble, or check them out on the library. I never visit bookstores, especially local ones. I had no clue where they were at. So this year I am going to be visiting lots of bookstores, and I'm going to be bringing you guys with me. So let me stop with all this chit chatting, get my purse and my jacket and get ready to head out, and I'll see you guys at the Goodwill. So I'm en route to the Goodwill bookstore, and I'm about 7 minutes away. And of course I'm going in here with vibes because it is a Goodwill bookstore, right? So of course I'm going in here with vibes. I'm not looking for anything in particular. However, if I find a gently used book that is on my TBR list, then that's the win, right? So I'm just going in with the bookish vibes. That's it. No list, nothing in particular. So I'm just hoping that I find some gems. I'm really excited to go into the store because I just want to see what it's going to look like. To me, it's just going to look like
in 2 miles, take the exit onto Byhalia Road.
To me, it's just going to look like a huge secondhand bookstore. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'm trying, like I said earlier, I am trying to just visit more bookstores. I really don't mind getting some of my books secondhand, just depending on how the quality of the book look. Like if it's extra torn and written in and stuff like that, then absolutely not. I don't want it. But if it looks like, you know, gently or normal wear and tear where they read it and they just pass it along, then yeah. But if it look like they didn't had it in their window sills, got the page turning colors, they cleaned out their attic and they just found some stuff they don't want no more because it's raggedy, nah, I don't want it either. Get somebody else to do it. So yeah, that's that. I'm going in there with some bookish vibes. You hear me? Bookish vibes. That's all I'm going in this store for. So hopefully we find some gems. I'm sorry, what was that?
Everything in the store is 40% off today.
Wow. I came at a perfect time.
You did.
And look what I brought. I brought a
bag.
big bag.
Cool, you're prepared.
I'm
Awesome.
so excited. Thank you. Hi, how are you? Good.
You know, all the books are on 40% today.
Yes, he just told me, so I came in at a great time.
Yeah, you sure did.
How often do you guys do the 40%?
Well, we're making up for MLK Day.
Great. Got you.
Yeah, because see, we were not here when the ice was on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
They sent
tons
an
of
email saying
sense.
that we could do it today.
Okay.
So all the Goodwills are.
Oh, not even just the bookstore. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I wish I had gotten out the house a lot quicker today so I could stop by the other one, but I definitely plan to spend most of my time in here to see what you guys had.
We got a lot of books. 'Cause, you know, if you see the carts, you can shop off the carts too. There's a cart out there somewhere.
Okay,
But
great.
anything with the orange sticker on it, it's probably gonna come off the shelf because that's December.
Okay.
Green
So-
tickets are January.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Thank you for that. Alright guys, I'm back from the bookstore and I did pick up a couple of goodies or whatever. So really quick, let me tell you guys about the bookstore. It's cute. It's really cute. And like, again, I've never been in just a straight up bookstore before. Again, I've only been in like your traditional Barnes and Noble and your libraries, right? I am going to be a frequent shopper there. So today I walked in and as you guys heard, I looked up on a 40% off sale. And they originally had a 40% off sale on Martin Luther King Day. But here in Memphis, it snowed on Martin Luther King Day and then it snowed the entire week. So a lot of businesses were closed. So they were closed and they had to make up for that anticipated sale everybody was waiting on. So as you heard, the guy was like, you came in a great time. It's your first time and you came in and we having a 40% off sale. So I'm like, cool. So the first place I drifted off to was the young adult section because I like young adult romance, thriller, fiction. So they didn't have a fiction section. All of the fiction books were kind of like in different categories. So like African American and stuff like that. They didn't just have a fiction section. And I guess because fiction is a very, very broad genre, so they didn't have a fiction section. They had like young adult and children, and that in their separate rooms. So in that room, it was full of kids' books. So it was a lot of kids in there. That's the first room I went into. But when I first walked in there, it was just a staff member in there stacking up the books and she was talking to me. I think I put some footage in there when she was actually talking to me and telling me just some information about the bookstore. And then as I was walking around, when I turned around, I noticed like it was a lot of people in there and it was a lot of kids because like majority of that room was full of kids books. So it was a lot of kids in there. So I just drifted out of there. And then I start walking like the aisles and stuff, and she was literally like, everything is 40%. And she was showing me little stickers, and she was like, these stickers, this particular color stickers mean these are the books that came in December, and then these are the ones that came in January. So you kind of get to see like what are the newest books that they have that were just donated to the Goodwill. And not only was the Goodwill bookstore 40% off, she said all of the Goodwills were 40% off. And I'm like, dang, I wish I would have known because I would have dragged the kids out the house and we would have went to the Goodwill that's actually near my house. And I thought about stopping there, but I'm tired. And I hadn't had a nap at all. And it's 6 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm ready to chill. But they had a huge selection. One of the workers, the guy, he was the cashier, the one who was telling me about the 40% off, he was like, all of the Colleen Hoover books that come up in there, they snatch them off the shelves like that. There were three Colleen books I've seen. Two of the titles I was not familiar with. One was a very, very thin book. And then one was Verity, and I already read Verity, so I didn't want to buy Verity. And I didn't really care to have it as a physical copy, even though I listened to it as an audiobook. I didn't really care to have that one as a physical copy. But I'm very picky about what I like on my covers. So the other book, I don't remember the title of it. I didn't really like the cover of the book, so I was like, nah, I'm not going to get that. So I just put it down. But he says they get a lot of Colleen Hoover books in the store, and they go like this. So he was like, you should just come more frequently if you're into Colleen Hoover. I really didn't see a lot of authors that I was familiar with, but they had tons of books. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. I only got 2 books. Both of them together was $5. So this is 2 books I got. The first one is Weird Girl and What's His Name by Megan Brothers. And this is what it looks like. So the price tag they had on here was $2.99. And the quality of the book is pretty good. Looks like somebody left their like bookmark in here. But the quality of the book is good. It's like almost new, no writing, no tears, no rips. The spine is fine, no highlights or notes or anything. Found this book in the YA section. And so the summary of this book is, in the town of Hawthorne. Yeah. My bad. A toddler know how to open up doors now, so he just walked up in here. But the summary of this book is, in the Punduk town of Hawthorne, North Carolina, high school geek Lula and Rory shares everything sci-fi and fantasy. An obsession with old X-File episodes and the feeling that they'll never quite fit in. Lula and Rory have no secrets from each other. After all, she knows he's gay. He understands why she worships the mother that walked out on her. But then Lula discovers that Rory has not only tried out for the football team, but has been having an affair with this middle-aged divorcee boss. With his middle-aged divorcee boss. With their friendship disrupted, Lula begins to question her very identity, and when she disappears in the middle of the night, Rory is left to survive on his own. So I thought that was pretty good. I'm gonna just put this on my cart for my TBR. I don't know when I'm gonna get to this, because as y'all know, I got a long list of books that I plan to read this year. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. When I'm gonna get to that one. Another book that I was so excited to see was Gabrielle Union's We're Going to Need More Wine. Y'all, this book was $3.99 and it's the hard one. And the quality is pretty good. No rips, no tears, no highlights, no marks, no decoloration. Like, it's very, very good. And of course, this is like her memoir or whatever. And what's funny is, I've been wanting to read this book, but I didn't know how I wanted to read it. So I didn't know if I wanted to do an ebook or an audio, or if I just wanted to purchase it outright. And I literally just seen this somewhere. And it reminded me that I did want to read this book. I think I seen it like at Target or something. I'm not sure. But for $3.99 and 40% off of this, I had to pick it up. Typically with memoirs, I read them in between times. So similar to me reading the Janet McCurdy memoir, I just sneak it in between books and just read it in between time. The length of this book is 262 pages. The font is pretty fair. It's not too small, not too big. So I can see me like winding down and just wanted to read this. So I'm excited about these pickups. I'm definitely gonna be visiting the Goodwill bookstore again. These are my two pickups. I'm very excited. 2 books for $5. You really can't beat that with a stick, especially with the quality that they're in. And you guys, when I was walking around and I was like looking at other books, the quality of a lot of those books were great. Besides rare finds. So of course rare finds would be some, like I was telling you guys earlier, some random books people got in their garage and they've been having them for years and they discolored, old and dusty, and you know, they just don't want them no more because they old, raggedy and stuff like that. So that's what those rare finds were looking like. They had a lot of dictionaries and thesauruses and all of that jazz in there. They had a lot of board games in there. They had tons of kids books. So if you are local in Memphis, go to the Carterville Goodwill bookstore. A lot of self-help and religion books. They had a good section, a good room for that. So they had children and YA was a separate room. Nonfiction and like cookbooks was one room. And then they had self-help and religion in one room, and then all the open space was just fiction. So, and then they had them categorized like African American and mystery, whatever, you know, just all the fiction genres. And then they also had a room with like DVDs and CDs and stuff. And I mean, it was clean. It's a clean store. They had a little coffee section where you can pour you a cup of coffee as you browse and look for books. They had seating areas where you could just sit down and browse for books, because though I didn't need to sit down, if I had more books I would have, because I was checking Goodreads just to get more information about the books, because I originally had 3 books in my hand. And I was searching the books just to see what the ratings were and to ensure they were not part of a series. And one of the books, it sounded really good, and I wasn't sure if it could be a standalone book or not, but it was part of a series, so I just left it because they didn't have the rest of the series. Now, I did see a couple of series that they had like the full series for books, but they were none that I was interested in. But I'm very happy that I finally went to that store. I can't wait to continue to go and actually build a relationship with the co-workers, with the employees there. That way they know my name and know my face when I come up in there. I don't know how often I'm gonna be going to bookstores, because granted, I'm gonna have to set a budget for that, because I'm not just gonna be going. But I do plan to go to like just the regular Goodwill to see what their book section looks like. And then Five Below has books, so I do want to go into Five Below and check out their book section. I know me and my little girl went to Five Below not too long ago, and the cashier was reading a book, and I was like, what are you reading? She was like, girl, something off the book section. And she allowed me to take a picture of the summary on the back, and it sounded pretty good. So I do want to do that. I'm very picky about the books that I'm getting. I'm learning authors as well. I'm trying not to always go with the popular authors, so I'm trying to spend my time actually reading the summaries just to see if the book will be something I'm interested in. Because, you know, we all like the Ryan Kennedy and, you know, all the popular authors, Colleen Hoover and what's the other one name? Antoinette. Like, we love them. So I'm trying to branch off and try other authors. And yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this vlog, you guys. Very short, very sweet. I just wanted to take you guys with me to the Goodwill Goodwill bookstore, because I had never been, and it's brand new to the city, literally just opened. If you are local, definitely go check that bookstore out. If you have any other bookstores that you know about that are here local in Memphis, Tennessee, please let me know in the comments. If you got this far in the video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, because I am going to be coming with the book reviews and book related videos. Until next time, peace out.